Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have been watching a lot of Funko Pop Hunt videos lately. That's basically where people film themselves kind of driving around, going to different stores, looking for their pops and their toys, and they seem pretty entertaining and I enjoy watching them, so I figured I'd, do one for myself. I know it's a little boring sometimes, just kind of watching me in my garage, showing you guys the pops in front of the camera, so this adds a little bit of a different look to it. My first stop today is actually Corka Comics. That's the comic book store I spoke about in my previous video. They have a lot of pops, a really nice selection, great prices, so I figured I'd go ahead and come down here and see if they have anything new, anything that catches my eye, or anything that I can't live without. I'm not sure if they'll allow me to film in there, but if they don't, then I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I went ahead and asked, they said it was okay to film in here. I just want to show you guys real quick. This is their register right here. Got a pops right there. Back there they have some other ones, I guess more exclusive ones. All those are boxes of brand new pops that need to be put out, so they constantly keep on restocking. I'll turn around this way. I have a couple pops right here, some Dorbs, and then this is the main wall. You guys can see tons and tons of pops all the way down here, right up here. So again, this is Corka Comics. If you guys are local to the South Florida, Miami area, definitely come check them out. They're in front of FIU. They have really awesome prices, really awesome selection, and they're actually moving, I believe, next week to a bigger location. So there's going to be a lot more pops and a lot more room. They don't just do pops, obviously. There's comic books. They do have an area right here to sit and read if you guys want to. But again, they are going to be moving to a bigger location. But this is what drew me in here, and this is the pops. And I actually ended up picking up 2 of them, and I'll show you guys later. Alright, so I was trying to figure out what would be the best way to do this. Should I just wait until the end and show you guys everything that I picked up, or should I do it as soon as I pick it up? And I figured I'd do it that way. That's the way the majority of the hunters, the pop hunters, do it. So first one I picked up, and that's because I really love this character, and the show is The Walking Dead. This is the Biker Daryl, the PX, what is that, PX Previews exclusive right here, and it's actually the bloody one, so he's got blood all over himself. He's got his little crossbow and a knife right there. A really awesome one. I love the character, I love the show, so obviously it was a no-brainer to pick him up. As you guys know, in the back I already have the injured Daryl from this same set, so that's really cool. And I didn't even know this one had come out, and I've been looking at picking up one of these particular Jokers, and that is the Surf's Up, the Joker. This is the George Romero Joker. Really love that, the way that he played the character, so this one's really cool. He's got the suit on, but it also has like the little trunks, and then he's got his surfboard there. In this particular collection, they also have the Surf Up Batman, so I'll be looking for him to complete the 2, but really awesome pop right there. Really vibrant, looks really cool with that surfboard. So I was, again, I didn't even know these had just come out, and they had them there. So there it is, on to the next store. Alright, so I was headed to a Target a little far away from where I live. I figured I'd go ahead and check them out. I'm still on the lookout for Bullseye, which is the Target mascot, and then any of the other Target exclusive Jokers and all that stuff. I haven't had any luck whatsoever where I live, so that's why I'm trying this one out. And I completely forgot about this Walgreens, so I pulled in here, still looking for the Ray exclusive Walgreens, and just trying to see what else they have. So let's go inside and see if they have anything good. Alright, so nothing good there. I didn't even feel like turning on the camera. They literally had 2 pops, Frozen and a Star Wars one. They're moving a lot of stuff around, so I don't know if that's the reason for that. But I did want to go ahead and point one thing out. If you guys do hunt at Walgreens, I have found this out in 3 different Walgreens that I've been at in the past week. Besides checking the toy section for your Funko Pops, check the seasonal section. That's the section where they have like clearance items and stuff like that. But I've seen where they've actually put the overstock of Funko Pops in the seasonal section. They're regular price, so they're not clearance, but you don't want to miss out if they do restock something or something like that. So check out that seasonal section as well. So on to the next store. Alright guys, so we're here at Target. There it is. Like I said, this one's about 20 minutes south of where I live, so hopefully I'll have a little bit better luck. I haven't been able to find any Target exclusive whatsoever, and especially the Bullseye or any of the Suicide Squads or anything like that. So maybe I'll have some better luck at this one. So we'll see inside. So this is the selection by the video games. What do you guys think about that? Them splitting up the pops, having these by the video games, and then the other ones on the other side, but as you guys can see, nothing good. So I'm glad I trusted my instinct and came down here to check out. So here is the selection, and it's sad to say, but this is probably the best selection at any of the local Targets. Got some of the A-team in here, but obviously nothing of what I'm looking for except for this. This is the first time I've ever seen the Boxer Joker Target exclusive, but the box is all messed up. So unfortunately, as much as it pains me, I'm not going to be picking him up. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else. Let me see if I can find somebody and ask them if they have Bullseye. Alright, so as you guys saw, that was the selection at Target. And I know it's not a good selection, but that's probably the best out of all the Targets in my area as far as quantity and just the actual pieces that they have. I don't really like the fact that they split up the pops like that. I know I asked you guys earlier. I just don't, because sometimes they'll put some in an end cap also, so you have to kind of run around, and if you forget to look, then you're done. As much as it pained me to leave behind the Boxer Joker Target exclusive, I had to. The box was just, you know, in bad condition, and I'm an inbox collector, so you know, it pained me. It was the first time that I seen them, and I really wanted to pick them up. The pop was in perfect condition, but just the box was messed up. I ended up picking up a Mountain Dew. It's really hot outside today, so let me drink a little bit of this. Okay, so I was glad that I came down here, checked out this Target again. It's a little bit out of the way, about 20 minutes south. Primarily because they had them. I ended up asking one of the associates. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He says, yes, we have a box in the back. Let me go get one. How many do you need? Obviously, I only need one because it's just for me. They went to the back and they had it. I don't know how many he had. I asked them to, you know, make sure that the box is in good condition, the pop was in good condition, and it is in perfect condition. This is Bullseye. Again, this is the Target exclusive of the pop at Icons, so I was pretty glad that I was able to find them. It was worthwhile driving down here. If you guys are local to the South Florida area, this is the Target that is across from Cutler Ridge or Southland Mall, whatever you guys want to call it. They have it there, so if you guys are familiar with that area, if you guys need to pick this guy up, go ahead and do so. So on to the next store. Alright guys, so I'm at Toys R Us now. If you guys can make it out, there it is. I'm not really sure exactly what it is that I'm looking for at Toys R Us. I just haven't been in one in a while, so I'm gonna see if there's anything specific that they have. I don't know if there's any exclusives that have come out that I either haven't already seen or haven't already purchased. So let's go ahead and go inside and see what they have. Alright, so I'm not sure if all stores are doing this now, but just like Target, now they have the Star Wars pop here in the Star Wars aisle, as opposed to having them all together. Again, I don't really like that. I almost missed it. If it wasn't because I just kind of looked down the aisle, I wouldn't have seen it. Nothing that I'm looking for, but again, you know, just keep an eye out if you guys do hunt at Toys R Us, that they might do that. All right, so yeah, it looks like they are doing this. This is an end cap of all Warcraft stuff, and right here, Warcraft pops right there on the corner, along with all the other stuff. So again, if you guys aren't used to this, and look, somebody put one of the Teen Titans Go back there. So see, something like that. If you were looking for that particular pop at the regular pops section, you wouldn't have seen it because somebody came over here and hit it, with the rest of the pops over here. So keep your eyes open. All right, guys. So here is the Funko little island thingy. Here's where the pops are. I've already kind of gone through them. Nothing really special at all. You know, I kind of sifted through them. I didn't want to bore you guys while I did that, but there it is. So again, this is where they would normally have all the pops, but now it seems like Toys R Us is kind of following suit with Target and putting them into the aisles, depending on, you know, the particular genre or whatever. So again, if you guys hunt Toys R Us, make sure you keep an eye out. I normally don't like going up and down the aisles, but you know, I might have to do that now to make sure that I don't miss any of the pops. I guess I'll have to do that. Alright, so nothing at Toys R Us, but I am glad I came down here. I don't normally get to make it out to this one. Again, it's about 20 minutes south of where I'm at. But as you guys saw, the Target was pretty good. They had Bullseye, so it's always good to come down here. So the drive was worth it. I'm still not liking the fact that they're splitting up the pops and putting them into the aisles. I'm used to going to that one pop section, and they have everything there, and I look through all of them. So, as you guys saw, somebody was trying to hide that Raven dressed as Wonder Woman from Teen Titans. They figured nobody's buying the Warcraft pop, so we can hide it here and nobody will find it. And again, if you guys are hunting, just make sure that you're going up and down the aisles. I don't like to do that, but again, if I have to do that to be able to find and make sure that I don't miss anything, then I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm off to GameStop now. This is actually on my way to the mall. It's a fairly large GameStop, so hopefully they'll have something good. All right, guys, we're at GameStop. Again, this is a fairly large one, so hopefully they'll have a good selection. There it is. This little strip mall here. Again, I don't make it down here that often because it's a little bit further south from where I live, but it's basically about 20-minute drive, if that, and it's majority of it is highway driving, so it's really easy to get to. So let's go inside and see if they have anything good. All right, guys, so no video in there. There was a ton of people, and I didn't want to kind of video around people and stuff like that. They had a really awesome selection of stuff. I just had to move around a lot of pops, so that would have been a pain also trying to show you guys the wall and the stand and all that while I'm trying to move around. I did end up picking up one pop. I hadn't seen him before, so I was glad I stopped there, and it's this one here. This is Chekhov in his survival suit from Star Trek Beyond, the new movie, and this is obviously a GameStop exclusive. Now, if you guys caught a previous video of mine where I show you guys where I picked up this guy right here, which is the regular one, basically one of the reasons that I picked it up is because unfortunately the actor that played Chekhov passed away, so kind of like an homage to him. I mean, he put his work out there, his craft and stuff like that. So that's pretty much, one of the reasons that I picked it up. But this one specifically, he looks really cool in that suit also. So I was glad I was able to stop in there and pick him up. So I am off to the mall now. The mall that I normally go to, which is this one now, is they have a Hot Topic and they also have a GameStop. Unfortunately, I had the associate here check to see if anybody had the blue Metallic Ranger, which is one of the ones that I'm looking for. I know it's kind of difficult to find and stuff like that. She said none of the stores around the area had it. So I'm just going to kind of go to the mall and see what they have, and maybe I'll come across something good. All right, so I just got to the mall. This is actually called the Falls Mall. It's a really nice outdoor mall. It's about 5 minutes from my house. I like coming down here because they have a Hot Topic and a GameStop, and it's not very busy, so I generally find what I'm looking for and I'm able to look around and not be disturbed. So I'm gonna run into Hot Topic only. I kind of ran out of time before I have to go do other things. So I'm not gonna do any filming in there for copyright reasons, obviously, but I'll see if they have anything that I can't live without, and I'll go ahead and show you guys after. Alright guys, back in the car. It is scorching hot outside. It's reading 98 degrees, so I couldn't wait to get back into the AC and also to show you guys what I ended up picking up at Hot Topic. I love this particular Hot Topic store at this mall. Not a lot of people come to the mall earlier in the day, so I'm able to walk around and talk to people and not be bothered. When I walked in, they had actually put out a ton of new pops, and I found one that I was really excited about. This is one that I have actually been looking for a long time, and it's this guy right here, Voltron number 70. I love this particular pop, the way it looks, the colors. I think they did a really awesome job. This is basically why I got into collecting pop, because it reminds me of my childhood. I used to watch this cartoon when I was younger, so I was pretty excited when I saw it there. It does have a little bit of a paint mishap on the side right here, but because there was nobody else in the store and they had just put them out, I was able to kind of browse through all of them and find the one that was in best condition, which is this one. The box is in perfect condition, and this is actually number 99 for my collection, so that is really awesome. Now, I have no idea what number 100 will be. Hopefully it'll be another special one, but for the most part, I just kind of pick them up as they go. So there it is. Let me know what you guys think about this particular form factor. I really like watching hunt videos, so I tried to do this video kind of similar to what I've seen other people do, but for the most part I'm not going to do all of them like this. But let me know what you guys think. Again, it was my first time at doing this type of video, so there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.